When will I find my soulmate? This question was asked to me by a friend recently, and I told them, why are you asking me? I'm still single. But then they pointed out that at the very least, you have a healthy co-parent relationship with your daughter's mom, despite going through a divorce. All right, you right. But then it got me thinking. During our 8 years together, we did truly help one another become better versions of ourselves, and the way that we handle conflicts, the way that we cheerleadered one another as we climbed multiple tax brackets over the years, got married, have a wonderful kid that we co-parent with. And don't get me wrong, there were many times where we could have ended things 2 months in, 4 months in, but I knew by 6 months, we've built something that would last a very long time. In fact, if I were to get married again in 2025, I'd follow the exact same method in how I found someone that would last me at least 9 years, hopefully more next time around. And I believe that if anyone followed the same methods that I did, which I'm about to show you, they can do the same. Because there's so much to go over, I'm breaking this up into 2 parts. Today, it is what to look out for in a partner. Next time, it's the success equation and timeline for dating. Followed up with that recap. Let's begin. Thinking back to the time spent with my daughter's mom, from the concert she dragged me to all the damn time, which I enjoyed, to the restaurants we explored together, and the shows we wouldn't dare watch without the other being there, like Game of Thrones on Sundays. Fun fact, our daughter is named after Arya from Game of Thrones. That was on Sundays, right? Comment below. Anyway, we built something real. None of it would have been possible if I had hard surface level requirements like how tall a person is, or making sure that that individual had a clean past like I'm a saint myself. Instead, I learned to focus on what truly mattered, which I've broken into 5 pillars. The first pillar is love language. Understanding the way that we receive and give love can either make or break a relationship. And that's something that I don't hear talked about. Love languages can be incompatible. Give you an example. Exhibit A. I once dated this girl where the way that she received love was acts of service. And I'm like, all right, cool. It just so happens the way that I give it is acts of service as well. And one night when we were first dating, she had a long day, so I gave her a back rub. After that, I went to the kitchen because I worked up an appetite. And she's like, hey, could you make me some ice cream? Sure, whatever. I'm already here. And 3 months in, I realized that I'm more exhausted than usual. And after putting 2 and 2 together, I realized it's because I'm like working overtime, I guess. I mean, you might think you're just in the kitchen while you're there, like, what's the big deal? But shit, if you're in the kitchen as much as I am, like, these things add up. You know, I'm making a sandwich, I'm making another person a sandwich, and it's just like, we're talking snacks here, we're not talking dinner. I remember mentioning this to her. We had a conversation. I'm like, hey, can you like show me some love? You know, the way that I'm showing you. And the way that she gave it was compliments. Words are cool, but can I get a back rub too? She did it, but it was begrudgingly. And I don't want to force someone to do something that they don't want to do. So I ended up putting like this hard cap on myself where, you know, I still did things for her. So I do it, but I limited myself because I got to like reserve my own energy, protect my own space. And then it created like this weird dynamic of like a tit for tat thing. It's really weird. But yeah, so my point is that I realized when I meet a person whose top love language is acts of service, it's incompatible to me. To each their own. Experiment, see what you enjoy. And love language. Next, we have attraction. As the saying goes, looks will get you in the door while personality determines if you're going to stay or not. As far as looks, this is absolutely true for more guys than it is for girls, unfortunately. Next, it's mental attraction. So personality, how's the vibe? Do we mesh? Do they get my jokes? Do I get their jokes? And how's our maturity level? How do we handle conflict? That's all mental attraction. After that, we have finances and lifestyle. This one is often overlooked, but is a major reason why relationships can fail if left unchecked. First, let's tackle finances. They say love conquers all, but try doing that when the electricity is turned off. Well, I guess it's possible, but then you be super hungry after it all. You can't cook anything because the electricity is off, and then you be hangry and you get into a fight. Then there's lifestyle. Oh, this one. Two people can have everything going for themselves. Great chemistry, all that. Only to break up because one person has to move 3,000 miles away due to a job or they got to go to college or something. And you can date someone for 8 months only to find out that this person that you've been seeing this whole time doesn't want kids when you do. Finance and lifestyle. Yeah, I want to have this pillar explored through and through within 3 months. Don't sleep on this pillar. It's a big one. Values and beliefs. So sharing a similar outlook in life and being compatible on life's big questions creates a solid foundation. No brainer here. Next, we have perseverance. Life is hard, and I need someone who can weather the storms with me. Growth mindset is huge. Someone humble, willing to learn, always do better. Now, there's a difference between just being ignorant because you just don't know versus choosing not to do better when you have facts staring at you in the face. This by far is the most important pillar for me because everything else can be improved upon if you have perseverance. This is probably the only thing that would be a hard no for me if someone doesn't have this capability. So this concludes the 5 pillars that I look for in another partner. Hopefully you found some value in this. Stay tuned next week for chapter 2, where we go over how to implement all of this when you actually date. So the guide.